What's going on, everyone? Juice Bags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. I really dig this Tsunami Bow, y'all. I just do. That thing is just cool as hell, so I want to farm out a decent one. You see I've got this one, but it's got kind of a mid-tier hero health roll on it, so I'm looking for something a little bit better. Now, at the same time as farming the Tsunami, you're also going to get yourself some Ring of Poisons. I'm doing this on Chaos 10. Now, of course, as far as incursions go, anything higher than Chaos 8 is considered a prime incursion, so the scaling is going to be slightly higher than it would be in, like, a normal Chaos 10 expedition. The bow that we're looking for is going to be the one with the Jester arrows. That's going to drop from the Malthius Incursion here. All of these incursions fall in at a different spot. The Malthius Incursion has enemy scaling right at about 894, Onslaught Floor 894, which is equivalent to about Survival Wave 63. So the enemies are a little bit tougher than they would be in Chaos 10. However, normal Chaos 10 builds seem to still be working there. Let's jump on in and I'll show you guys what I've been doing. Alright, here we go in the Chaos 10 Malthius Incursion. Now, each one of the incursions have their own little puzzle element. This one is going to be about all about the pink rings on the ground. Let's see if we can find one, like this guy right here. You see the little healing icons flowing up from it. That is enemy healing, of course, so you don't want to wall it up. Since we are going to be using a Chaos 10 build, then walls plus anything else sort of thing would happen. In this situation, if you put like your walls like this, you're going to have a real hard time, as all the enemies are going to be parked right here in the heels. So these are going to pop out throughout the map. They will be in the same places, though, so you can do the same build every time. This is what I've been doing. So I like to usually just wall it off right about there and right about there. And then I go with 3 Spectral Knights going each way. I, of course, really dig the Hunter, so I'm taking advantage of the Hunter right now. Plus, I do enjoy playing the Hunter actively, so kind of a no-brainer for me. I just like it. So we're going to go 3 Spectral Knights going towards each lane. We're going to give it all the usual suspects, buffs, boosts, destructive pylon, range pylon. We're going to throw a buff beam in the mix. But I'm using good old faithful as far as the relic itself goes. So, defense rate, anti-melee, anti-chaos with mass destruction, and spectral amplification as our third. Now, I do want some reflect beams in to protect these doggos. Let's get like another one, say, right there. And basically, this is going to be our build. Over here, I usually only go 2 Spectral Knights. The reason being is this lane is just a little bit lighter. You guys will have to forgive the carnival buffs that are still up. Looks like one is going to end in 50 seconds. That is left over from yesterday's carnival buff video. However, I think we can just do something like that. Let's give it all the other juices. Something along those lines. And we'll go ahead and give this guy a buff beam as well, even though probably undeserving. Now, you know, obviously, towards the end of the map, we'll be able to look at where all of the pink rings are. Basically, just don't let enemies park in the pink rings. Let's see. We'll give that one a reflect. That's going to leave us, what, 220 DU left. So I think here what we'll do is we'll go, like, 2 general use. We'll go 1 angled over this way. And 1 angled over this way. That way we get a little, take advantage of those wall hacks and get a little action going down into the lanes. Let's go ahead and give it all of the usual suspects. Buff, beam, boost aura, and then that frost strikes aura with destructive pylon and range pylon on the frost strikes. There we go. Our 1000 DU is spent. You know, since this is the lighter lane, let's go ahead and actually drop 100 here. We'll drop 100 right here, and I think we will be good to go. So let's just go ahead and burn them up here. So yeah, it looks like enemies that are, what was the level there? Yeah, 154, 108 is the enemy level here. So, like I said, it comes around, I think it's right around floor 894-ish for Onslaught and, like, Survival Wave 63. Probably not exact, but right around that general area as far as the enemy scaling. So the enemies are not quite to the beast mode yet. They haven't hit that brick wall and started scaling up to the 2 billion health quite yet. They are just some little fellas. So, really smooth map to run. Pretty easy to do. It goes super quick. And then, like I said, there's 2 hot items. Well, hot item assuming you want a tsunami, which I do. And then you throw the Ring of Poison in the mix, which the Ring of Poison's just a really good ring. And very usable in many situations. Awesome little damage debuff for boss fights. Lots of good reasons to use your Ring of Poison for sure. So, it looks like we're slow burning these last couple. I think we'll just spam the upgrades kind of even-ish. Just kind of spam them around to wherever I'm standing at the moment. But let's just let it fly here. We can actually upgrade this lane pretty easily on the fly since we've got 2 active Spectral Knights on the same lane while the inactive one, of course, is getting upgraded. So just kind of spreading the upgrades around. This is a pretty easy, chill farm. No big hoops to jump through as far as the incursion mechanic itself. In fact, where did we get our ring? Where did this one... Oh, this one came right here. So this is the enemy healing ring here. So once again, like you wouldn't want to wall it here, because then all the enemies would be smacking on that wall and getting healed up at the same time. Do we have anything else down yet? Looks like nothing. Or, yeah, we got one over here as well. So, yeah, that's the 2 turtle build rings. So if you're walling it off here, then of course enemies are going to be getting just heals channeled into them while you're trying to burn them down. So just watch the pink rings, and it's pretty much GG's from there. You're just going to get the win. If you can do a Chaos 10 expedition, you can without a doubt do this incursion with no problems. The Tsunami Bow, it's very unique in the aspect of it's one of the only multi-projectile bows in the game that stacks the projectiles in a column. So instead of, they're vertical instead of horizontal. And I just think that's pretty cool. Plus, it makes it a hell of a lot easier to get all the projectiles to hit targets. Additionally, why did I upgrade the doggo? I'm not sure. But additionally, the special part of the Jester Arrows mod itself is it pierces. So it pierces enemies, not shields, but it will pierce through multiple enemies. So you get a nice kind of lane clearing effect out of a bow that still has relatively decent single target damage. So I kind of like it. The shot type just looks cool. I mean, that's half the battle. This blinking bow is very fun. The single 4 bow, of course, is the biggest numbers, but they lack quite a bit of pizzazz. You know, there's just not a whole lot of pizzazz with slinging balls of golden goo at the enemies here. So I'm looking for something a little bit more shiny in my bow usage. We got a captain rolling out here. We'll give that captain a little love. Little bit of love for the captain. Alright, and what? Wave 3 is just kind of easy burning here. Should be done with it in no time. Now, of course, you can, once you've unlocked the bow at the Wayfarer in town, you can always run over and just buy these bows with the fender medals, but I tell you, I have terrible luck with that Wayfarer. Everything I have purchased from the Wayfarer has almost every time had ability power on it when I was looking for hero health. I have gotten decent rolls as far as the ability power roll on items from the Wayfarer, but I just have terrible luck with that guy. Just no doubt. So I prefer to farm it out the good old-fashioned way And then, of course, we're not giving up our DMs. The problem there is you can blow through a whole lot of defender metals real quick. See, here we've got the little healing up in front here. So, I mean, with that in mind, I almost should have just spawn camped this one and had the walls right here. But I think that this one's far enough away, it'll be fine. I figure the Chieftain are going to make it through anyway because they're going to pop their little invulnerability. Oh, must have been a dive bomber. One shot to the face. Yeah, see, there's a little healing going on. It's not too bad, though. Not too bad. For the most part, you know, being buffed and boosted, there's a lot of one-shotting going on. So, you know, you can't heal through a one-shot. That is for sure. That should be right there with the saying of dead heroes do no damage. It is just one of the things that applies to many aspects of Dungeon Defenders games. If you're getting one shot, or if you're one-shotting enemies, there is just not going to be any healing through that. Let's just spam it out here and get our final wave going on. That's the other benefit, is, you know, you can actually get this map to run quick. Now, if you spawn camp it and take away some of this running distance, even though it's not that much, it does shave like a couple of minutes in runtime of the map itself. So it is a quick running map. If you like Tsunami, in my opinion, you're going to want Jester arrows. And if you want Jester arrows, then this is the place to get it. Malthius dropping down. Oh, he did. Looks like we just got the 200 enemies to burn through, and it's pretty much over. We'll get our mini-bosses, of course, but Malthius himself has met his demise already. Help these out just a little bit here and there. Get a few shots in. 120 enemies left. Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty quick and smooth running map, so you know, I'm going to be picky on my bow. You only get one, you know, you only want to dump all those defender metals and crafting materials once on getting something upgraded and getting mods moved over. So be picky, y'all. Make sure you get a good one before you go and dump your investment into it. And that's what I plan to do. I'd like to at least get, you know, a 75% hero health roll or whatever. You know, obviously the higher the better, but... And we got one baddie left. It is a chieftain, of course. Let's take a look and see if we got the tsunami. What's good in the box? No tsunami this time, but we did get another ring of poison. Take a look at that one. Actually got a really good ability power roll on it. I'm not sure you would ever use the ring of poison on an ability power hero, but if you did, that's a pretty darn good roll. 33-23. But anyway, there we go. That will get it for now. I am on the hunt for the tsunami, y'all. Probably going to be grinding this one on live stream a little bit too in the very near future. But that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks an absolute ton for watching, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.